from your employer, which now support the statement.
Yes, some I did. Yes.
Thank you. Before you, you should have 5 files, but primarily for our purposes, we're going to start with file 1, which is divided into 2 inside. Thank you, Chair. And as I said earlier, at the top is your supplementary statement.
Thank you.
Correct? That starts at page 1. You confirm that?
Confirm.
Then if we go to the end of that statement, at page 4, you have signed it before a commissioner of oaths, correct? Page 4 of that statement.
Page 4. Right. No, Commissioner, I think I'm going through a wrong statement here, because on page 4 there is no way I've. Can somebody assist
refer
me
him
with
to the
that?
folder. It's under folder 7.
So, it's folder 7. I'll just ask them to assist. Page 4. Are we there? Commissioners, did you manage to locate the statement? Thank you. Do you confirm that that's your statement that you signed before a commissioner of oaths?
No.
At page 4.
On page 4, it's not my statement, it's an annexure, TP1. I need a file with my statement so that I confirm. Okay, nice. Correct, it's my signature.
Correct, that's your statement. Thank you. And you've provided various annexures from ST1 up to ST12, correct? Those are your documents.
Yes, I confirm.
Thank you. Can you then go back to page 1 of your statement so that we go through it? As I said, from the last time we adjourned, there were questions that needed to be addressed, and essentially that's what we're going to go through. And your answers. I just want us to also be mindful of the answers we provided in the initial testimony. I don't need to rehash them, but I will remind you where necessary. Can we then go to paragraph 4 of your statement? From there, can you then start reading it out, and then we'll deal with questions thereafter?
Paragraph 4 of my statement, Commissioner, it reads as follows. I have noted questions from the Commission and wish to respond thereto as follows. Emails and communications detailing executive discussions regarding outstanding invoice for GOBIS and other ad hoc security services. Five, I have attached emails marked annexures ST1, ST2, ST3, and ST4 respectively.
Perhaps, Mr. it would be helpful to point us to the emails you seek to rely on for your answer and what you are answering to.
Right. I think ST1 annexure. On ST1 annexure, this there is a trail of emails. There is a trail of emails. The first one being from Space on Wednesday, the 25th of June, 2025 at 14:07 to my PA, to myself, and he copied other colleagues. Mr. Mahlangu.
Sorry, Director. Is the first one not the one right at the end, or rather, directors, or rather refer to a page number?
Okay.
At what page is the first one?
The first one is on page 1, just after.
Perhaps, if I may assist you, so in essence, is the chair is saying an organization of emails goes backwards. So your first email.
The first email is usually the one right at the end, and you read them by going up, and the first one, in terms of the pages, will actually be the last email.
Oh, okay. Noted, Commissioner.
Am I making sense?
Yeah, I think the Commissioner.
Maybe with this ones, because they are not in that order. On page 1, it's the April emails. But when you go to the end on page 17, you'll see that is the May emails. And then in between, there's the June emails. So they're not in the normal order that we often see emails. Maybe you can direct us to page numbers and which ones you are referring to.
Okay. All right.
Yes, certainly, as well, Mr. Commissioner, and it's different individuals in those emails, so it's different. But
so the director must please direct us
through,
there.
yes.
Please take us to the one you want to take us to.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I think on page 2, let's I want
the one from Deputy Chief Spies to Winnie B. Mahlangu, you, yeah, and yourself.
Okay.
Copied to other people.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
On this one, Commissioner, Mr. Spies was talking to my office about, I'm reading the subject, budget and fund transfer for watchman services, in brackets, 91 million. Please provide evidence of how this was instructed or decided upon, who from energy or water services requested this email. It was in June the 25th, and my office through Winnie B. Mahlangu, the same June 25th, and we copied my team members there. Please find attached a document on behalf of Director, on behalf of Ed Chukurupi Malatji.
Director Malatji, can I just point out something relating to this? If you look at the date stamps starting from page 2 and then ending at the bottom of page 4, you will see that the earliest email on that day starts at page 4.
Page 4.
So if you just go to page 4.
I'm on page 4, Commissioner.
All right, look at the bottom that says, the email that says from COO. You see that?
I see it, yes.
And then it's addressed to quite a number of people. The time is 7:54 in the morning. I think that's the point that Commissioner Khumalo was trying to address you to.
Okay.
And then, so that's 7:54 on the same day, on that day. And then if you go to the email on top in the same page,
Okay.
it's at 8 o'clock, 8:01.
I can see that one.
And then you are addressed in that one. You see that? And then if you go to page 3, that's now your email on the same day at 12:29. So the order is from page 4, and then you come to page 3, and then you come to page 2. So the one that you started with from River Spies seems to be the last in this sequence of emails.
All right. Thanks, Commissioner. I think River Spies addressed this email to my office, and it was about the budget and fund transfer for watchman services, in bracket 91 million. He indicated, please provide proof where ad hoc watch services have been deployed since 2024 and January 2025. Right.
Can I just ask a question arising from that? So in this email from Deputy Commissioner Spies, he says, in the last paragraph, he says, see here under email communications, where it is now disputed that ad hoc services were requested. You see where I'm reading?
Yes, I see, Commissioner.
Okay. Now, in the email below that one, on that same day, it's from the COO, and it's written to COP. I think COP is Chief of Police.
Correct.
Someone says, I'm not aware of any prior agreement that the CO cluster would finance this. Are you able to comment what this is all about? It continues to the next page, maybe, if you want to look at it.
Okay. My comment, Commissioner, with regard to this trail of emails is simple and straight to the point. It is clear based on these emails that at some point after a complaint was lodged with the office of the CFO, right, there were executive meetings arranged and held, right? These executive meetings included Office of the Chief of Police, the COO, the CFO, and others, if we could go through. So, in most of these executive meetings, myself as Director Malatji was not involved to participate. I became, and it is evident that these meetings were mainly discussing about budget and funds to enable the city pay outstanding invoices to the tune of 91 million rand, which I believe was also including ad hoc services which were instructed by the department in question, I mean the Department of Water and Sanitation. So when I went through all of these emails, I came to the conclusion, Commissioner, that at the executive level, right, discussions went on. The Chief of Police was participating in those discussions. Mr. Rivospis, Mr. Boles is part of the executive. Deputy Chief Dhlamini, part of the executive. The CFO and the COO and other representatives from the Department of Water and Sanitation. These senior officials in the city met to find ways and means through which they could get money to pay for these invoices, which include invoices for GUBIS 85 in respect of services that they carried out as a result of instructions from the department in question. So, what is worrying me in particular is the fact that whilst I was not participating in those processes, right, at the end of the day, it looks like, or it seems, everybody wants to pass the buck. He wants to pass the buck to Director Malatji, especially the Chief of Police, Mr. Spies, and Commissioner Boles, right? Because, for a lack of better word, Commissioner, throughout this process until today, I've actually been asking myself a question. Can someone blow a whistle against himself or herself? This question haunted me so much, and it was based on the fact that those who were meeting to say, where are we gonna get the money to pay, right, these invoices, right, came to testify before this commission. And in their testimony, they've already created a narrative that says Director Malatji is responsible for whatever amount of money that has been paid to these ad hoc service providers, yet they knew before time. They knew before they could even come to this commission, right? They knew through the explanation and records, right, that Director Malatji was not responsible or did not instruct allocation of those sites, deployment of those service providers. But they chose to come and they testified the way they have testified. But evidence contained in this testimony of mine today, right, I hope when I finish testifying, this commission would be informed about actually what happened, how it happened, who was involved, and so forth and so on. I also want to take this opportunity, Commissioner, and say, without referring, maybe the evidence leader will assist me in terms of the annexes there. I've annexed proof of requests by the Chief of Police in respect of which requests she was supported by the CFO and the city manager approves. Now, the question is, if indeed these ad hoc services were irregular, why would they go as far as requesting money to pay for something that they know upfront this is irregular? You know, I find it very difficult, but I'm saying to the Commission, please help me understand this, because from where I am sitting, if I am aware that this is wrong, I wouldn't go as far as requesting money, getting money, making sure that this thing that I consider irregular gets services rendered, and as such, I'm blowing a whistle. So I feel there could be a reason other than the irregularity of this thing, something that I believe will come out as my testimony goes forward. But the long and short under this specific, what you call is, can I blow a whistle against my own self, come and present evidence, that which, from the look of things, I am also complicit? Because the witnesses that came here are the ones in terms of this trail of emails, right? Who were meeting, discussing, weighing options, where can, how much be found to pay for these services, right? Why would they go up to that extent? So it's a question that I think has bothered me for a while. Hence, I decided, as part of my testimony, I want it on record to be there. I still do not understand, because they requested the money. Commissioner, for the sake of time, let me not repeat myself and proceed with the testimony.
Mr. Malatji, can I just, you still want to proceed? I just wanted to take through the analysis of these emails so that we get over with them.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, would that be fine? Just to develop from what you are saying.
Thanks very much.
Now, can I just take you, if you go to page 16, for example.
Page
and 16
16.
of the same page, of those emails. And you've pointed out, obviously, that these were discussions. This is an email from Sean Boles.
Yes, yes,
Last time you said you report to him.
exactly.
And the message, the email is to COO, CFO, amongst us, Chief of Police. The date is 29 May 2025, 2:13 p.m.
Yes, yes, yes.
And what we see there is, I think, as you said, it's part of some sort of effort
Yes,
to request funding or additional funding, and specifically for ad hoc services.
Yes.
Would you agree?
yes.
And would you agree at the amount, just what is stated? I'm just trying to check whether you would have any difficulty. That what they say, that is your boss, says the amounts of ad hoc services are as follows: January to June 2025. The amount for January, I think that's